And Rob, I think it was a misstep from Kyrie. Like I said, if he gets to the Lakers somehow and he's able to team up with LeBron and AD and, AD stays healthy, LeBron stays healthy, and they win a championship or even get to the finals, that's great. And it will have worked out for him. But barring that, I think this was a bad move. I think we know it's about the contract. And I think Kyrie had two ways. When they offered him a deal he didn't like, he had two ways to go about changing that or dealing with it. One is what he did do, which is go scorched earth and then request the trade.
Right.
And now it might ruin the season for the Nets, who were playing good basketball.
Yep.
And it may not even get him traded, and it certainly doesn't increase the likelihood of him getting a long-term deal anywhere, especially with the Nets.
It might have hurt it.
Right. Or, Rob, he could have said, okay, I'm going to keep playing great basketball. I will keep this to myself, and I'm going to show them we're going to get as far as we can go. Conference finals, NBA finals, whatever. I'm going to play so well that they're going to have to give me the money I want. And he chose the former, Rob, and I think it was a bad move because his image already as far as creating distractions was bad. And now this added to it and made it worse.
I think, Chris, logically you make 100% sense. You make sense. Logically. But I'm thinking he must have felt like he's in a desperate stage. Like they didn't, wait a minute, I'm playing great. I made the All-Star team. Like what do you mean? What do you mean?
Right.
And then he realized, oh my God, there may not be any suitors for what I'm looking for. And I need to throw a tantrum, make it public, spill the milk in public, and then maybe the Nets will come back and take care of me. Like that's because, Chris, you're right. Given where he's been and the issues, you might be unhappy about it, but you just say, I'm just going to go out, play the best I can, do the best I can, and then let them see me for a full year. Let them know my head is screwed on right. I want to win. I'm a good player. I'm a great player. And let's go from there. But he didn't choose that.
You know what I think it was, Rob? I think it was stubborn pride. I think Kyrie views himself, and may just be inside, such an independent thinker, such a maverick, such a guy that will not conform to what anyone or any group or any organization wants him to be, that I think it may have been tearing him up inside. That for 2.5 months, 76 days, he had to conform.
Be one of the guys.
Be on the
not
team. Speak your mind.
Right.
Don't say what you want to say. I think it was eating him up. And he couldn't help it. I mean, he may have even gotten the advice we've given him. Hey, man, play great the rest of the year and the contract will take care of itself. But he couldn't do it because, Rob, he hasn't been able to go a year without an incident. And he couldn't even make it 3 months this time. And so I think that may be part of it as well. And Rob, Kyrie's got to know this. You're not, even if you get to the Lakers and win a championship with them, even if you stay with the Nets, and I don't know, if I said win a championship, maybe they do it. But I don't think any team is giving him 4 years fully guaranteed. They might give you 3. They might give you 2 with a team option for a third. And here's the other thing, Rob. Kyrie will be 31 years old in about a month.
Right.
A little over a month, about a month and a half. That's old for a small or, average size 6'2" point guard. And he has been hurt throughout his career. Rob, Kyrie hasn't played 60 games in a season. Now, granted, a lot of it was the anti-vax.
Right.
But he hasn't played 60 games in a season since 2019.
Wow.
When he was with Boston. And so his first 2 years in the league, he didn't play 60 games because of injury. So Kyrie, we're not even talking about his injury history, which is extensive.
Yep.
So I just think I'm disappointed and I'm saddened because I think he hurt himself.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, do you think he thought at all? They played hardball with KD. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the Nets played hardball with KD. Did he not think they were going to play hardball with him? Seriously. Ownership said to KD, we're not trading you.
Right.
We're not giving you away. Nope. Can't find a deal that's going to be suitable for us. This is a business. We're not going to devalue our franchise by letting you go. And in this particular situation with Kyrie, I'm of the belief he's got something to play for, Chris, the rest of the year. He does. If he were to tank or not play dude, that would be disastrous for Kyrie.
Agreed.
Disastrous.
Agreed. If he doesn't get traded next week and he decides I'm not going to play, I'm sitting out, or I'm not going to play hard, I'm going to go out there and lollygag so I get my money, or fakes an injury or lets a minor injury keep him out longer than it needs to. Rob, who's going to... You heard Brian Lewis say what a GM told him. That makes sense to me. I mean, we're here in Dallas. We're here in Phoenix.
Say it again from people who maybe didn't hear that
what Brian Lewis, New York Post beat writer for the Nets, told us is that he spoke to a GM today, and the GM said, I can only think of one team that wants Kyrie, and that, of course, is the Lakers.
Right, because LeBron is listening to his biological championship clock ticking, Chris. Tick, 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 tick. And he's the one who will forget that Kyrie left him high and dry and walked out on him. Forget that Kyrie didn't show up to games in Brooklyn and didn't want to get vaccinated, whatever, and left the team and KD high and dry. He'll overlook all of that because LeBron still desperately wants to win more championships. He more than anything, Chris, despite the losses, I think deep down he feels he needs to get to 6. He just wants to have the same amount.
I agree.
Am I right?
I totally agree.
As Mike
because look, Rob, I judge the GOAT by the peak. Assuming you had a substantially long career, and Jordan did that, of course. And his peak was just more dominant than LeBron's. I mean, Michael Jordan dominated the league really his whole, tenure with the Bulls. But if you really want to play hardball, that 6-year period, even if you want to count the year he came back for baseball, 7-year period, 6 in championships in 7 years, he just owned the league. LeBron has never owned the league like that. Now, he's been the best individual player. His numbers have been fantastic. But he has not owned the league. He owned the East, right? Michael Jordan owned the league like LeBron owned the East. And so, I agree with you. I do think he wants to get to that 6. But let me ask you this, Rob. If you were LeBron, if I were LeBron, I would definitely want Kyrie. I wouldn't worry about Jeannie Buss's money. I wouldn't worry about Rob Pelinka's reputation. I would definitely be like, let's go get him. Would you or would you not?
Of course, he would try to do it, and those guys.
No, but if you were in his shoes, like, would you be like, this dude walked out on me? Nah, I can't trust him.
No, I mean, LeBron, like I said, LeBron's desperate, so he's going to forget all that stuff. If this was a different LeBron, Chris, and AD was healthy and Westbrook was the triple-double machine and this was working, you know what I mean? He would have, even though Kyrie, he would have, or just say that AD was healthy and they were making the playoffs every year. And you know what I mean? And maybe they didn't win, but they had a chance every year. And I think it would be different. He would be working from a place of strength. LeBron needs help. He knows it, Chris. He can't do it the way everything's set up for him. He needs help.